Throwing is Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there.
.33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 44. On play action, they'll throw.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelce for a big one. 45 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 25. Second down and 8. Now it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. And this will be taken at the 13. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Now here's Mahomes. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Henry.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Play action. It's Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. A gain there of 21 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
A quick pass out to Aguilar. Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here's Jackson. And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. First down carry for Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw is Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
On 3rd down, Henry.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's... The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Isaiah Likely.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Justin Madubuike now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes.
This one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, Hardy.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson now.
Throwing out left and finding Likely.
Still going.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as they'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Room here to run. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Touchdown!
Rashad Bateman.
27 yards.
And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Justin Matabee. In there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Mahomes going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. 1 more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 25 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Brown goes in motion left.
Now here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
This is 2nd and 8.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Henry again on 2nd down.
Pushes him over. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Out to his left, and he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing is Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That escapes the sack.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This drive started way back inside their own 5. Now they're looking for the capper. Third and goal.
Henry.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Now it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. And Brown's got it for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Aguilar in motion left.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he's going to be swallowed up as he got forward for maybe a yard, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Second down, they go again with Henry. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll give Henry another shot. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Mahomes to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Mahomes now to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And this one too low. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That's going deep for Bateman. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week 1. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Down the right sideline.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Mahomes will throw for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the